But I have killed someone by unmaking an Amara healer before. Adam, I wanted to ask you, do you know the book series Art of Magic the Gathering? You mean the art books? I've actually got one. It's absolutely beautiful. Right, Min-Maxer. Oh, I played against Min-Maxer before, I think. What was he playing? 12 tournament banners, that's insane. I mean, this guy's really good, but like, wow. Oh, I think they're playing aggro. No, he's playing Titan. He's playing Titan. So we want EMP, but we don't need it yet. This will be good. What are they going? Oh, this probably gets light bended though, right? But if we can sandbag a First Wish, we can buff it. This will be good for turn 2 because they don't have great answers, except the Dispel. So I guess we can Dispel bait turn 1, this turn 2. Ship this, maybe this. Although this does help win the board early. It's quite good for clearing Silverguard Knights and the like. But I want this with Dream Shaper. I do want First Wish. Lovely. Get Dream Shaper. I want to see your take on an Equality Constraint deck. This deck actually used to have 3 copies of Equality Constraint, and it currently has 0. Can't do it. Go! No. Oh, that's still good. That's okay. I'm okay drawing this. So, do I put these in the middle to let the Azeroth Lion eat them? No. No, I don't. Do I put them really far back to not let it hit them ever? Possibly. But that's really far back. Like, that's way too far back. Maybe I should just put them like... It can't actually kill this without a buff. So we'll go here and here. Boom. Boom! Get in. The first thing I played was a Marauder Jaguar deck. I'm trying to remember what Marauder even means. Rings a bell. Mine is 6-2 in ladder right now, but I'm not sure it's actually consistent enough. So the problem with it is that Equality Constraint ended up doing 2 things. 1, killing obelisks, and 2, healing my stuff. Like, attack their, 6/6 with an EMP, and then Equality Constraint the EMP, and it just goes all the way back to full again. Capricious Marauder, oh, of course. Marauder with Onyx Jaguar? That seems odd. I like Equality Constraint with Blind Scorch. Yeah, 3 mana killer thing is pretty good, but like, it's 2 cards. And you're in the faction with Blood of Air. Like, I know Blood of Air is more mana, but it's also Blood of Air. It's like, card-wise, it's like 2.5, 3 times as efficient, basically, because you can kill something else as well. Okay, my golems are not dead. Here's some kind of provoke, I guess. Oh, sure. I am only slightly offended by that. Well, we have a Falcius to deal with this, but I'd really like to get rid of this Azeroth Lion. If we can find a First Wish, that'd be amazing. Or I can jam... I can, like, step back, hit this, play a Thunderhorn, like here. Azeroth Lion goes hit you, Raw, trade. That's not great. That's not the best Thunderhorn I've ever seen. I kind of need to get rid of this Azeroth Lion, don't I? I can put the Falcius in the middle to body block. Awkward. So awkward. The other option is to put the Falcius somewhere safe. Like here or something. Here is good enough, I suppose. We'll just send this into the corner. Oh, there you... Ah, now you show up. I remember the Sephiron makes clearing bigger minions much easier. That's exactly what I was doing. It just didn't really work out that well. The idea was develop board. If it gets removed by 5 mana, drop a Marauder. If not, drop a Jaguar and watch him get big. Oh, that's pretty reasonable, I guess. Although it sucks if you draw the wrong one. A Varth deck with Marauder and Ballast. Oh, that's sick. Do it. Or even just Lightbender. Like, you curve it into Lightbender or EMP. And, no downside. Once I hit Diamond, let's craft some Capricious Marauders and have fun. So what's my opponent going to do? They can roll this and kill the 2-3, and I'm slightly sad, but I can punch this next turn. They can roll this and hit me in the face. They're not going to do that. Probably something like Silver Guard Knight, roll this, kill this. That seems like a good idea here. It's a bit awkward this is going to be out of reach of Bone Swarm, but what we can do... Okay, that's not a Silver Guard. Sojo, sure. So Bone Swarm plus attack kills this. Oh, I can shrink it and then it can't do anything. That's great. Don't need 2 of these Dream Shapers, that's for sure. Second Falcius is an amazing draw. So I can do shrink this. Move here. So I can move here, Falcius, shrink this, punch the 1/5 Bone Swarm. My opponent then has no board. And I have 2 minions in play. I can put this one all the way over here to make it awkward for my opponent to go and kill it. The other option is like attack this, like Falcius punches this. Ooh, yeah, that's better. It keeps this on 1 more health. Oh no, 2 more health. I can come up here, shrink the Sojourner, Falcius punch the 4/2, and then Bone Swarm. Yeah, that works out. I did not realise how good Sephiron was against Sojourner before. That's a hilarious interaction. Now I have a nice big board. And my opponent doesn't. And they don't have Holy Immolation. But I am a bit vulnerable to Pony. You can come here, Pony, and then I'm sort of in the corner a little bit. I guess I'd punch the Pony, play Thunderhorn, First Wish, which baits out Lightbender. Let's see a Regalia here, if he's running it. There we go. Bender with Marauder is good, can confirm. Then you'd feel bad running it with Bath, but could definitely work. I mean, Lightbender and Bath is fine. I've done that before. Dancing Blades? Yes. I mean, no, but yes. I'm sad and happy at the same time. What's the play here? I gotta hold on to this. I sort of want this Dream Shaper. I can draw a card first, I suppose. Worst comes to worst, I can just trade and play the Thunderhorn. Keep it simple. But it would be nice to find some way of keeping this alive. Awesome golems. That would, in theory, be good next turn. But I want a better hand. Sure. Well, just kill this. Feel sad about it. Play a Thunderhorn. I mean, I'm still ahead on cards. And I've got this for next turn into EMP into EMP. So I can overcome 2 thingies. Titans. I might need to start putting some distance between myself and my opponent here so that I don't take too much damage from the turn the Titan comes down. I think Horn on tile was better. He's on 5 cards, so the draw denial isn't so important. Not playing around blades. I don't know. Like, there is a difference between 4 and 6 cards. Like, raw massive cards does matter in this matchup, I think. The more chances my opponent has to, like, find Titans or hold them in hand, the much better for them. The more, like, random minions they have. Because, like, their draws are a bit clunky, right? They don't have any spells. So it's harder for them to respond to situations like this, where I just have a 4-5. It's hard to deal with. Okay, that's not a dancing blade. That's good. Paragon, sure. I fortunately have this Falcius and this card draw. So I'll do some of that. And I guess try and box my opponent in a little bit. Because they're going to think next turn. So I can play all of these, drawing cards along the way. Let's do this first, in case I come up with something swankier to do. Vision seems okay here. I might hold on to that, because we can do EMP into Vision, and be happy about it. Healing seems okay, but I'm going to pass on that for now. That's a good draw. Die. Okay. We're in a decent position. If he just plays Titan and kills a crappy creature, that's fine. He can't hit me. I can EMP. Ideally, like slightly far away where the Titan can't easily trade with it after a Roar. Or I can Blood of Air and get through it the normal way if I draw something else cheap to do. But probably EMP is better. Especially if he's used a Paragon. Like, one Paragon down is good. He's clearly having to play slightly inefficiently in terms of answers. It was 5 and 6, which doesn't seem too much anymore. I mean, it's an entire card, right? Like, I think that's good. This is where we get cooked and they run one of Holy Evo. It's happened before, like, I had this match where my opponent looked like they were playing Titan for the first 6 or so turns of the game. And then it suddenly turned out they weren't, and I was really sad about it. I'm done with this game. Oh, why so? So this is good. My opponent either doesn't have a Titan or is... There it is. Moves over there. Interesting. Okay, so we have... I can make a nice play here where I can step over, drop EMP. In fact, I can actually afford to put it closer to my opponent because I can shrink the Titan. Which is nice. Do I just let myself get hit? No. I don't think we're going to cast this, are we? Hand is too good. Nice. Okay. So I don't want to get hit for a ton of damage. I also don't want all of my stuff to get ponied. Oh, I can actually just attack this to death. I can just kill it on board. I take 3, which is like not terrible. And then I have an EMP in play. I don't have any stuff, but that plays around Paragon a bit more. What do I do? What do I do if my opponent does that though? I think this is still worth it, but possibly I should just go face. Not worry so much about the pony. I think clearing this is a good idea. Two replications on Biomimetic Hulk. That's bonkers. Titan and Sideboard is spooky for that reason. Ooh. Yeah, that's clever. That's very cunning. You break the artifacts with Blood of Air too. Yeah, I know, but like, then I waste a bunch of mana, whereas I could instead develop a 9/9. Now my opponent's forced to spend like a significant portion of their turn ponying it, or just die. Because it's a 9/9, and it will punch them in the face. Like this is just way more proactive. Instead of merely reacting and responding to my opponent's play. Oh, they're digging. They don't have it yet. Yeah, instead of merely reacting and clearing the board, I'd much rather try and get ahead, because I can sit and clear the board every turn, but I will have to attack with my general at some point. I will run out of life. Whereas here, my opponent only has the Titan, I can just jam this 9/9, which contests massively. And if my opponent doesn't immediately have removal, which they've already used some of, then they're done. Like, you know, I hit them in the face for 6, and then they have to try and find it again, and it's all very sad. Provoke. Yep. Well, that's getting blood averted. Or I could just play another EMP. But I think the blood is cleaner. They healed. That is enough stuff that I have to be really scared of a second Titan, so I'm going to kill it all. Although, this is awkwardly positioned. There's a good play for my opponent because I can't kill the Sunwisp with Blood Air. And I'm like, there's no way this Dervish isn't... There's no way this EMP isn't going face, right? That has to happen, basically. So I can block my opponent from reaching the Sunwisp, I suppose. Can start by drawing some cards. Ooh. Sandswell Read is good. Let's see. So we BOA this. And I guess just kill the Azza Herald. Nice. And what I can do now is I can block my opponent from reaching this to buff it, or to use Titan with it. So I'm going to put down this Healing Mystic. Do I heal the EMP or myself? Probably myself. I have enough crap that I can probably... Like, I have random dudes plus Blood of Air. If my opponent finds a removal, I can probably still... Or, like, trades into this. I can probably still kill them with random chip damage if I don't get surprise killed first. Maybe that's bad logic. Basically, I want to play around them top decking pony because they have 2 chances every turn. Redrawing hand because EMP is a golem. That is another benefit of the line I took. Hey, Project 2EL, thanks for joining. And yep, this is... It's not really control Sephiron, it's like... It's become more, like, mid-rangey. This playing against Paragon is awkward. It's the sort of situation where I'd love to have, like, Power Word Shield from Hearthstone. So +0/+2 and draw a card. I mean, first wish is mostly better, but still. So if they do have it, what do we actually do? Like, they have to back off slightly, play it, they can trade here, and I guess, well, in this case we read a Thunderhorn, I suppose. Redevelop the board in a significant way. Awesome. Sure. And then we play EMP numero dos and they die. Oh wait. Maybe not. So I need to deal them 15 damage through the shield. We have 15 damage. I lie. Where did I come up with that number? I need to deal 13 damage. I said the wrong thing, but we still have lethal. Whew. Scary matchup. God, Titan is so much easier when you identify it early. I've been working on doing that sort of a bit more astutely, and it's helped a ton.